Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles reading for April, May, June of 2026. I'm going to ask my spirit guide what is coming in, what's next in love, what is coming towards you. I do have some charms and initials, so please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy of or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Let's call in our spirit guides. This is for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher are always welcome. So I always feel like any reading you feel like you're drawn to, there's probably a message there for you. So jump right in. I think that you can just jump in on anybody's reading, to tell you the truth. But this is for my Libras. Let's see what we have. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages today. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear? I've got a jumper back here. Let me get that. What is it that you want us to know? I am listening for you now. Okay, let's start with my jumper. I have a handshake, agreements, and mutual respect. I'm going to say it all. We met with a handshake. We were introduced. We were introduced by somebody. That somebody said, hey, here's so-and-so, and this is my friend. And it's like, hey, nice to meet you. It was a little bit of in the business community. It was a little bit in the business world for some of you or many of you. So I know a lot of people don't necessarily shake hands when they meet people, but it did feel like I was leaning more towards a business environment. I have a willow tree, resilience and love, bending but not breaking. I'm willing to make adjustments, right? I'm willing to be flexible. And when you invite somebody into your energy, there's a give and take, and we have to both be flexible with our time. We have to work around each other. We got to make things work. We got to figure it out because we both have lives. I have a glass of wine. Okay, so it feels like a cocktail. It feels like a celebration, savoring love, sweetness. So I'm going to go with, can I buy you a drink? It just feels like that. It feels like, can I buy you a drink? Can I take you out for a drink? Do you want to meet for a drink? Okay. So that kind of casual first date, maybe something like that. Something, if you don't drink, it doesn't matter. It's just that we're meeting for something. Go have a cup of coffee. But I feel like somebody's making the initiative to want to see you. Okay. Hey, can I see you again? Can I buy you a drink? Something like that. Spirit, please share with me. Nice. I have a 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. I have a Star, and I have a Fool. Okay. It came into me as I'm learning to trust again with the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords, that I have been possibly struggling with trust, just trusting someone, anyone. And I want to feel more secure in a relationship. I want to be in a trusting relationship. I've had back-to-back relationships that I lost their trust for some reason. And in my mind, it just kind of goes round and round with, I deserve better. I gave them trust. And then, I didn't get it in return. So again, there's a sense of give and take. There's a sense of, I'm learning to trust again, is how it came in. I have a Fool and I have a Star. This is a new beginning. It's a feeling of, can I buy you a drink? It sounds pretty easy. It sounds like they're saying we get off to a really great start. That's exciting. So, it's not going to be one of those relationships where we have that kind of, I'm waiting for them to call, and are they ever going to call? And no, they said we get off to a great start. And it's interesting. I want to go back for a minute, get off to because the bottom of the deck on the last deck, I want to go back to that because it was a horse. And so freedom and strength and partnership. So it was like off to the races. You know, it was coming out of the gate. We just hit it off. So sometimes you don't have that kind of back and forth energy, or you don't have that what am I getting into energy, or looking for red flags appearing. Off to a great start. I will take off to a great start. That's good. Doesn't mean that, you know, who knows what's going to happen later, but for now, I'm going to say it's starting out pretty good. All right, let's see where we're headed. Spirit, please share with me some information about this connection. What is it that you want us to know? I have a wish. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. So have you been manifesting, I want a soulmate. I want my partner. I want my true partner in life to come into my life. Anticipation, embrace the sweet anticipation of this love's arrival. Patiently waiting is how I just felt. You've waited for this. And you'd like to think that over a period of time, it was worth the wait, that it's better than what I had hoped for, or that I had no idea that, you know, it would come. It actually comes into my life when I really want it, or I really need it the most. So I would like to think that Spirit knows better than we do as far as divine timing. And sometimes we don't see it when it right away, but we see it in the future. We see our future self realizes what happened. An adventure. Seeking an adventure together, it adds excitement to this journey. We're off to a great start. They're saying that we just are enjoying each other. Okay. That sounds so simple, doesn't it? It sounds like, okay, well, that's basic, but we don't always enjoy people. You know, some people get under our skin. Some people are super annoying. I don't like how you chew. You know, can you close your mouth when you chew? Yeah, I mean, there are things about different people that bother us. And when you start a relationship with somebody, you know, you kind of hope for the best. But when you're pleasantly surprised that nothing's jumping out at you that you can't live with, in fact, you love everything about this person, or you're really enjoying everything about this person, it's shocking. I'm going to say this is shocking. Okay, this is a shocking, let's say, breath of fresh air, right? And it's this feeling to me of finally the right one has come. Okay, so let's see what else they want to share with me. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What messages do you have for us today? I have guilt. Okay, Pisces. A little bit of a not guilty about this connection, but I have guilt of some of my actions in the past. But it feels like I struggled with, I think we all do. I've made some decisions I'm not proud of. If I could do it over again, I would. But that just felt like I was going into, like, skating into the area of vulnerability. And this person saying, yeah, I'm not proud of something. Okay. I wish I could have done that better. I wish I could do that over again. I don't know anybody who doesn't have that, doesn't have some of those feelings. I have a Cancer. I need being attached to the idea of love or a relationship. That's okay. I need a relationship. I want a relationship. I need you. Okay. In a healthy way. If it turns into a clingy, love bomber way, then that would be difficult. You know, like, I can't live without you. We don't want that. We want somebody who's emotionally secure, who can be in this connection. So that's important. I have a Libra and a Taurus energy. Love being affected by money. Okay, so little bit of somebody took me for granted in the past. It could be you or them. I always gave, or somehow I got stuck with a lot of the expenses in the relationship. Because the other person just always had other priorities other than, paying for their own share, something like that. So this time around, I feel like trust and fairness, just the sense of balance, what's fair. You don't want to feel like you're being taken advantage of on either side or taken for granted or on either side. And neglect. I want to make sure that I come first, is how that came into me. I have a Taurus energy. So I just am not, Spirit said, I'm assuming there was a way of I'm assuming they know that. It was almost the sense of this particular person. You don't have to remind them that you should come first. You don't have to remind them that the person they're sharing their life with should be their priority. That's how they think. Okay. So I'm not going to be as concerned about neglect, taken for granted. These are all things that I feel like you're worrying about. Okay. Trust. So when it's the right person, some of those things aren't in the picture. That somebody actually shows up. Somebody actually is there for you. So I do feel that way. I feel like that these feelings are just more of a, I've just struggled with that in the past, and I don't want to struggle with that again. So let's get some initials. Let's see what they have for initials. First initials, last initials. Some of you may have somebody on your mind. You can confirm. Otherwise, we're looking for what's coming in April, May, June, and what's blooming, right? I have an H, an L, a G. I have an I have an E, an A, an L, another L, D, B, S, M, and R. Okay. And then I have these double letters, which is the first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So these are a little bit more accurate for some of you. I have an L-O, J-E, H-E, R-O, another R-O, D-I, E-D, B-A, J-U. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to know? They say grounded. Okay. So that could be something that you have struggled with, that you have somebody that really never settled down, or somebody that wasn't willing to commit. So the sense of grounded to me came into me as like putting down roots with somebody. So that could be something they're trying to help you with, bring you someone that does make you feel that way. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 9 of Cups, the Magician. I have a Death card. And I have a Justice card. The Death card and Justice card, I'm going to commit to a divorce. One of you has gone through a divorce. You could be finishing out a divorce right now, trying to move on with your life, something like that. But I'm going to throw that out there. I'm looking for something a little bit more magical this time. I'm looking for something that is more fulfilling emotionally. Okay, so I think that as long as they're stable, as long as they're secure, as long as they don't take advantage of me and don't take me for granted, I'm looking for more of an emotional connection this time. This Magician's coming into me as I have more to offer. This person has more to offer you. that maybe there's just a lot more to them. It could be everything from I'm just more interested in them. They're more personable. We have more in common. I enjoy being with them more, you know. Spirit reminded me we all start off that way. So maybe that just crossed somebody's mind. But we can keep it that way also, you know, like if it's, yes, we all start off, you know, like this was a good start. But not everybody, we can hold on to it and keep it that way. In this case, they're saying, you know, plant roots with this person. It's off to a good start, but then it continues and it lasts, you know, so this kind of lasting, a lasting love, that we don't lose that connection that we first felt. So that would be really nice, wouldn't it? You know, that we don't grow apart. I have a 5 of Pentacles. I always see the 5 of Pentacles as wedding vows. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a 10 of Pentacles. And I have Temperance. I feel, you know, it's interesting because the Temperance and the 8 of Wands kind of balanced each other for me for a little second there. It was a sense of it's moving quickly and it's changing my life quickly, but at the same time, I'm probably more content than I've ever been. So yeah, my life is changing. Your life, you know, your life is changing, but I'm feeling safe, comforted, peace. I don't know. It's almost like for the first time in my life, I feel content. I don't feel anxious. Maybe you've struggled with anxiety in the past, or other people made you nervous for some reason. There is a sense of, I feel at home with you for sure. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are sharing with me today. Maybe that will give me some more energy. But I liked the energy of, yeah, it's moving quickly, but at the same time, it feels right. Okay, so I'm not afraid of it, which is really nice. So maybe that it's eliminating some kind of fear that we have of something coming into our life and changing our life. And Spirit's saying, yeah, but it's going to be for the better. You're going to feel great. You're going to go through that process, but going through that process, you will feel great. So that's not something you need to be worrying about, like changing my life. So I have this beautiful bowl of charms. Let's get some numbers. I always like the numbers because they could be days of the week, days of the month, something like that. So I do have a 5. So we have May. Okay, we get April, May, June. I have an 8. I have a 2, 2 weeks, 2 months. I have the number 17. Okay, 17th of the month, maybe 17 days. And I have a 0. I'm going to say the 0 is my Fool card. So there's a little bit of hope there. There was a little bit of a starting something new with that 0, like starting right at the beginning. So I'm going to go with that. All right, let's get I'm going to give these a good stir. Let me stir these up a little bit. I want to see what's on the bottom. Okay. Okay. These look good. All right, a couple more. Okay. Let's see what's jumping out at me. April showers bring May flowers. April showers. I'm asking, what were the showers? I'm getting through something. So you could be going through something right now, March, April, and then May looks really hopeful. May is feeling really good. Okay. April showers bring May flowers. I do have a nativity scene here with a cross, so we could both be Christians. We both believe in Christmas. We celebrate Christmas. That could be something that's important to you guys. I have a pumpkin. I like Halloween. I always like they're saying that I like to do crafts. I do more crafts in the fall. So maybe over the years, I've carved pumpkins with the kids. I decorate the house with, a lot of Halloween. But I like to do projects, but I tend to do craft projects more in the fall. I don't know why. I just pull out all my stuff and heading into the winter, like I have this Christmas ball. So maybe I do like holiday decorations. I make things for the holidays. Maybe I sell things for the holidays, or I make things for the holidays and I give them as gifts. A lot of people do that. Okay, so here's a black cat at the holidays. So Halloween, Christmas, somebody who really likes Christmas bells. The bells are coming into me as like the angels are singing, the bells are ringing. Okay. So I feel like it's a blessing. We could both be saying this is meant to be, something as simple as that. And yeah, sometimes we just kind of look at each other and go, what are the chances? Bells are ringing. I like the bells. I feel like the bells are significant. Maybe we live somewhere near like a church and we can hear the bells go off, every hour or something like that. Or when there's a wedding or something big. I have a hospital that came into me as a baby. Somebody's going to have a baby. Not everybody, but this could turn into a relationship where I actually have a child with this person. For those of you that would love to have a family, I have a crescent moon, and then I know this is a moon. This is like the universe working. It feels like the rotations of the moon, and I just felt like the universe is in motion. The universe is working for us. It's a matter of time, just came in. So I'll take all of those. I have a seahorse, and the seahorse is single. And I know that it needs a pair. Yeah. So I'm going to say your person's single. I'm going to say that they're out there looking for somebody. They could find you first. You could be introduced to this person. So it does feel like they're single now, which is good. We're not getting involved in something complicated. And then I have this beautiful binocular. Yeah, Spirit just said, I see you first. Okay. So they find you. Somebody finds you. Maybe they ask, they're in a crowd and they say, who's that? Introduce me. Or they're searching online on an app and they came across your profile. But the binoculars came into me as I see you and I find you first. Okay. So for those of you that struggle with, I can't find anybody, remember there's the other side of the equation. That person could find you. So you got that 50-50 going, right? Sometimes you put too much pressure on yourself. Remember they could find you. So here is the beautiful charms. How nice are those? Right now, I do like this. I like a lot of things. The bells are ringing. Your life is changing. I like a lot of it. May, June, and July. No, April, May, June, right? April, May, June. Spirit, tell me about personality. How about personality? What do you need us to know? Let's see what they say. I have empowered, strong individual. I have magnetic personality. We always love that, right? We love this magnetic, lasting love, this person who I love being with. Encouraging, fortunate, grateful. I feel fortunate. I feel blessed, forgiving, understanding, good listener. I have flexible. They shared with that right in the beginning. That was going to be important to us. I'm focused. I like the binoculars and I'm focused on you. I'm courageous. I think this right from the beginning, we had the I want to buy you a drink. Yeah, I mean, this is an adult. This is somebody who you're either going to say yes or no. But if they're interested in you, they're going to pick up the phone, they're going to call you, or they're going to ask you in person. So this isn't somebody who's shy. This isn't somebody who is afraid of being rejected. This is somebody who takes initiative and says, I'd like to spend some time with you. I'd like to see you. And then Spirit says, we get off to a great start with that horse. We get off to this amazing beginning. So do we have to work hard? I think this is going to be one of those relationships that I feel lucky. I didn't have to work that hard. Let's see what the feelings are. Let's see what the future feelings are. You know, sometimes when it's the right one, it seems easy. And maybe you're going to be struggling with that. Like, it's too easy. What's the catch? There's no catch. There's no catch. I was looking for you, and now I found you. I was looking for you. I will find you. I like that. I want to see you again just to feel these sparks. I want to hold you in my arms and kiss you. I love spending time with you. So we enjoy each other. What did they say? Yeah, we're enjoying each other. So we enjoy each other's company. We enjoy each other's time. It felt like it was fast moving and my life was changing, but at the same time, I felt content at the same time. So I don't feel frazzled. I feel, like I said, I think the hardest thing in this connection will be it's too easy. What's the catch? There's no catch. It's working. It's going to work. Let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here for April, May, June prediction. Thank you very much. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading, I'll put my website link below, Kathy Mamolen, psychicmedium.com. Remember, I have 2 other channels. I'll put those links in below. But I hope you enjoyed your reading today. I was looking for you, and now I found you. So let's put that out into the universe. We'll see you soon.